welcome. It's so good to see you both. Welcome to Richmond.
Yeah,
How are we
welcome
feeling?
to Richmond.
I'm good. My luggage didn't make my second flight.
Oh no.
That's why I'm sporting these babies.
Hey.
You borrowed someone's legs?
Yeah. They're getaway stems.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, that's right.
I would keep them.
I got them on Instacart.
Well, good to see you both. It's good to be here. Obviously, we have a lot of the Miraculous fans in the house. But yeah, you two have been working together for quite some time, and I'm sure that you've established a friendship over your relationship together. What's that like outside of filming and working on the show?
Trauma bond.
Yes, let's go.
We talk about boys.
Yeah, we
and
talk about boys a lot.
exes and personal training and
Yeah, all those things.
when we first met, we were actually on our way to New Zealand, and it was 2015, way back in the way back.
Wow.
And we were talking about anxiety and how we loved our careers, but we didn't realize we were going to have to meet so many people. And so we kind of bonded over taking deep breaths and really reframing getting to meet all these incredible people worldwide. And then we had an incredible time in New Zealand and thought, I can't wait for us to be in another show together because we're in Fate's Day Night. But we were like, let's be co-leads in something. Little did you know, in January of 2016, there was this little Ladybug show.
Yeah.
That turned out great. And so
That's
what
crazy.
else? What other shows are we in together?
Fate. You just said that.
Fate, Hunter
Oh my
Hunter,
gosh. Hunter Hunter.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Distance.
Okay.
We're in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Miraculous.
Let me go through.
Yeah.
Let's go see IMDb.
7 degrees of Cristina Vee.
Let's see.
Let's do it. Let's IMDb it up.
Yeah. I'm going to go to behind the voice actors.
The power
there
of
you go.
manifesting, you guys.
It's real,
Right?
babies. BBs.
I mean, what other job do you get to pick getting to work with this cat, right?
Everything I've thought would happen, good and bad, has happened. So watch your thoughts. They're powerful. Are you in Rascal Does Not Dream of a Sister Venturing Out?
Wow, what a title. Who named that one?
How about, Grand Blue. Grand Blue.
Oh, Grand Blue. Right.
Grand Blue.
Rachel and you are Noelle.
I'm Noelle. No. Fairy and Charlotta. Noelle and Blaze Blue.
Yes, sorry.
Both blues. The Blue trilogy, Grand Blue and Blaze Blue.
Sorry. So Grand Blue,
We're
Blaze
Mortal
Blue.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Well, I'm just Megan Fox's stunt double.
Just.
Just that,
So can you fight against each other in
Yeah.
the game?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We should get that going, at the
That'd be
gaming
fun. I've
station.
never played it,
We can button mash together.
but it would just be me going, ha, ha, yeah, and then Megan Fox saying a line, and then me going, ha, ha, ha. That's it.
So you did all the
I did everything that's
all
not
the efforts.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the screeching, the yelling, the dying, the getting electrocuted. That's me.
Nice.
Yeah.
We practice that at your house, right?
Yeah.
Basically, us making dinner. Oh my gosh! Ow! Oh god! Okay, wait. Okay, the flour. Don't touch it with your hand. Oh, ow! Okay, yeah. Delicious.
I'm going to find something. I feel like we're missing a big one we're in together. Sorry, guys. This is now me Googling us panel.
Well, you've also sang together. You did the cover of
Yes,
the
we
You Are
did.
Ladybug.
Thank you for doing that.
Our ladybug.
I love that cover. I think it came out so
good.
Thank
Can
you
we look
so
forward to
much.
seeing any more collaborations of you two singing?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you have both phenomenal
yes.
voices.
Heck yeah.
All
I
right,
would
good.
love to do more. Everything. Sorry, I want to find one more game we're in together, or thing we're in together. Are you in No. Seven Deadly?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what are these games? What are these titles? What's Akiba's trip? Just kidding. No shade on anything I'm in. I love everything I'm in. Hashtag grateful. Are you
to be
in?
fair, about 10 years ago when we would get cast, they would have code names.
Yeah.
And then they would have code names of the game and the character. And it took 2 to 3 years for it to come out. It didn't come out as fast as it does now. So then it would come out and someone would come up to a table and be like, I just really loved you as so-and-so in such and such. And we'd be like, am I in that?
Well, my favorite code name of all time was this game. It was called Final Fantasy Type 0, but the code name was Yellow P. I am not kidding. Yellow, capital P. Right?
It's a good code name.
It's a great code name.
When life gives you lemons.
Are you in Genshin Impact?
No.
Not yet.
No,
yet.
I was supposed to audition last year and I missed it.
You missed
I
it.
was at Level Up, and you guys were just like making me sign so much, and I didn't turn it in. And
That's okay. There'll be more
regrets.
characters.
Do you find out a lot that you have to get an audition done while you're at a convention?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What do you do in that instance? You just find a really
Cry.
quiet bathroom and make it
Well,
happen?
I've tried. I've done it before. I just, it's hard. Because it's a hotel room. It can never be quiet enough. It's hard to like scream.
True.
Your talent precedes you, though. I think they kind of know.
You.
Sometimes when I slate, I'll just be like, "It's Mela, hello from Australia," and I guess that's how I booked Foundation.
What's Foundation?
Yeah, it's a big game. No.
Sorry, I'm really bad at
It's okay.
stuff. I learned. from-
Starfield. I booked Starfield in
Ooh.
Australia, actually, and Foundation.
Hey.
They know. It's all about acting now. I mean,
Yeah.
Cristina Vee.
thanks.
You guys know her, right? You've heard of her?
Nah.
Heard.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's it. We gotta make more.
I gotta make
And
more.
whoever keeps putting Shantae in the Seven Sirens,
Sorry.
I'm not
my
in that.
fault.
I got cast in it.
You
but
were in it,
something
but
happened.
then they were like, you know what? We don't need to have this character have a voice. But we're gonna credit Mela anyway. See, you're her at heart.
All right. Well, thank you for being here in Richmond with us. Obviously, we want to get into speaking about Miraculous and what it means to be part of the show. I mean, you two are obviously teammates in the show, Tikki and Ladybug.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to just speak on the fact that you both, and I've seen many videos of you just off camera, just getting into your voices. It seems so seamlessly, so effortless how you get into that like high register, especially you, Mela, when you do Tikki's voice. Like, it just seems so easy. What do you do to maintain your vocals, and have you always been able to use your voice in that way?
I think it helps that we're both musicians and singers, so our voice is our instrument. Honestly, I was an only child for a while, and you do a lot of stuff by yourself. You're like having conversations with yourself. But Tikki is the friend that you always needed, who just wants you to be yourself, and they don't know how special you are. You're just like a piece of art, and the universe is making a perfect frame.
Oh, that's cute. I love
That's
it.
awesome. And how about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, how do I get into? Are you talking about Ladybug in particular?
No, we're just speaking about just how you're able to
Oh.
just manifest that high range
just
of vocals
think-
and keep it consistent.
I just think, like Mela said, we've been doing this for most of our lives, and it's just kind of can turn it on and off, you know.
Yeah.
But for little boys, like for Kilua, my routine was saying, "I'm a boy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a boy. It works. Try it.
Awesome. Really quick before we go out into the audience, I wanted to talk about "Written in the Stars," a song that Mela released recently in November. Actually, it's very beautifully done. Did you like? How much did you have behind the production, the writing of that track?
I write almost all of my songs, but definitely that one. I don't know, last Christmas was pretty depressing. I had several acquaintances choose not to be here anymore. And someone jumped off my building.
No.
And I literally I was fine, but I felt so much grief. And it was November, and I needed to take a walk. And then I ended up at this diner that was kind of this diner Chinese food restaurant, and there was a fortune cookie. And sometimes when I'm alone, I'll get that midnight starlight, alone and fascinated with the menu at the bar. Someone left a fortune cookie. Guess they didn't need it, but I'll read it, might as well. And then it became that song, and just Written in the Stars was just this thought of maybe something good was happening, like that kind of hope. And at that moment, I just thought, I think I'm about to have the best year of my life. What if that was true? Instead of, sometimes when you're in a grief, you're just wondering how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
But the year after I wrote it, we got to go to Paris together and see the premiere of Miraculous Ladybug. I got to write Written in the Stars. I've started back in music again, so.
Yeah.
I think for those of you who haven't heard it, I just wanted it to be that kind of lullaby for the brokenhearted.
It's so pretty, guys. You have to
It's
listen
an
to
absolutely
it.
beautiful song.
I
Definitely
love that
check
song
it out. It's
so
available
much.
on iTunes, Apple Music, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely check it out. And again, we look forward to seeing. I do personally looking forward to seeing what is next with you musically. And you as well.
Thank you.
At Cristina Vee Music. Okay, so let's start lining up if you have any questions. We have about 34 minutes left, and I will be the timekeeper, and I will be the bad guy to cut off the line of questions when that time
So
comes.
32 minutes of absolute.
Coming up to the microphone, step on up, and you can ask anything you'd like in the realm of Miraculous Ladybug. Feel free to start lining up. There you go.
Barbras.
And we'll make the line go that way. Yeah, perfect. There we go. All right, hi. So
Speaking
step
of
on
art
up.
and frames,
yeah.
look at that.
What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Bob Ross, and yeah, and I was just wondering, when you guys first found out about this TV show and like the theme of it, what were your thoughts? Because I got introduced to it by a friend, and when they were trying to explain the plot and theme of the show to me, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then I ended up loving it. But I was very confused at the beginning.
Isn't that how we start all of our projects? Pretty confused.
Yeah, it's like,
and-
what's happening?
I was just glad to get the job. I mean, honestly, I mean, they auditioned that show a lot. And then the first day, I thought I had a session, but the whole cast was there. And I had laryngitis for a week and a half, so I barely could speak. And they were like, well, we just love this cast. And then they put this, thing in the middle, and it turned out it was a conference to Paris. They just want you to read out loud the first episode to see if we did it right. I'm like, okay.
So nerve-wracking.
Wasn't it?
That whole audition process.
Ooh, wow. And so we read it, and it was magic in a bottle. And then Ezra was like, and now we actually do have your session, and you'll be Tikki. And I was able to get that out, and I was drinking coconut water in between everything. And then they're like, and you're also a villain named Stormy Weather. And so a lot of people will listen to Stormy Weather and like, that doesn't even sound like you. And I was like, it's because I would just drink a bunch of coconut water, be like, okay, I'm gonna, she's real upset, but it's really just me going, not be able to talk forever. Like, it was so painful.
So hard. My first thoughts were, and I told the director, Ezra, I'm like, I feel like this show can be this generation's Sailor Moon, and I never wanted anything more. I was like, oh no, I really love it. That's unfortunate when you're an actor auditioning. You know, you don't want to be attached to anything, but I was like, oh God. And then I read, and I felt like my read for Chloe was the strongest. I'm like, I'll probably book the mean girl. I felt really good about the mean one, right? And then when I was at Disneyland, because that's where I get like all my big casting news at Disneyland or Disney World. I was watching the Frozen show and Let It Go was playing, and I got the email like, hey, your cast is Ladybug. And I was like, let it go, let it go.
Awesome.
Tears streaming down my face. I was so happy. And then, yeah, because that show, like, I auditioned because it was like bouncing from studio to studio too. So I read for it at one studio, and then it moved, and they had me come in.
Did you ever read for Tikki?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both read for each other's parts.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was wonderfully cast.
Yeah. I think I read for everybody. I read for Tikki, Sabrina, Alex, Marinette. I did not read for
I didn't read for
Milan.
Chloe though.
Okay, maybe I didn't read for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, we auditioned a lot, and we had so many callbacks, and it was after like that second callback, you're like, oh my God, I wonder who else was called back.
I know, right?
Whoa, I never thought about that.
Right?
Who
We
are
do.
you?
And sometimes we'll get parts and you don't know who else had it, or there's a couple times where I've been cast in something but I realized someone just got fired. And then that's happened to me before.
That's happened to me. I mean,
Where I've gone
both
in and
ways.
someone's like, could you hold on for a minute? And then they turn off the call back and I used to.
Yeah. It happens.
Mela, we love you so much. We're going to cast you in something else.
Yeah. That happened to me in Fate's Day Night, actually. Oh, really? Yeah, I was this other character. They didn't audition me. Her name was Maya. She had like short black hair. She looked like me. So they're like, it looks just like you, Cristina. But we get in, I was like a baby at that time. I was like early 20s. And she was, I talked like this, and she was like down here. She was like the deepest voice in the cast. I'm like, oh, and I felt, I'm like, I'm not a match. And then they're like, Cristina, we're just going to put you in as this small character. She has a few lines. We're really sorry. I'm like, that's fine. And it was Sakura, and she had like 3 lines in that show.
And then she took over the franchise.
And then she had like a series and 3 movies. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it works out. Anyways, we got really off topic. Next question.
All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name's Connor. Oh, can I adjust this mic at all? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right. Hi, my name's Connor. My question is, you guys have done a lot of dubbing work in like anime, and the flaps usually like this. But with Ladybug, the flaps, at least in my observation, they are more like speech-like. So, what adaptations do you have to make to match the flaps in that case?
Well, for Ladybug, it's kind of a different special case because the show is in English already. That's what it's animated to. It's animated to. They have 2 actors in overseas who do it all in English, and then we redub it. So the hard part is making the performance our own while adhering to the flaps that are already there. But I mean, I don't know. I like that it's easier to fit it in, you know, because you could see like the mouth movements already.
I did not know they actually did it in English and in French first before you guys even did it in English.
Yeah. It's English. It's animated to the English, but not our voices, except for the movie. That was us, except for the parts where it wasn't. Oddly, there's some parts I'm like, that's not me.
All right, but thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your question. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name's AJ, and this question goes specifically towards Veronica Mayday.
Yes.
What was it like to work with Harry Potter's arch rival Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy, for
Oh.
Destruna?
Oh. Yeah. So Destruna was an animated pilot. We did 2 episodes. And they brought me on to direct, and the main character was voiced by Tom Felton from Harry Potter. And we also had Kate Mulgrew in. It was incredible to watch them work. It was all through Zoom, unfortunately. I would have loved to be there in person, but this was like height of the pandemic. It was great. He was great. The entire cast really was amazing, super easy to work with. Did that come out? Destruna? It's out.
Oh, just the pilot.
Just the pilot. I gotta watch it. Thank you so much.
All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Mela Lee, and my question is, out of all the Miraculous characters, besides the ones that you 2 voice, who are your favorite characters?
Chat Blanc.
Oh, I love him. I like Tikki,
No.
and I like Luca, and I like, who else do I like? Adrian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melody. All right, hi, step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Chris. Love
Hi.
the show. My quick question is if there was one really fun or really hard scene for both of you guys to record, what was it?
Ugh. I have one.
That movie when I was like, Marinette. Like she was dying, like at the end of the movie. I was crying. I was like, get
That's
up,
wonderful.
Marinette.
Aw.
I didn't want you to be gone. I was very sad.
Aw, that's so sweet. Mine was, there's this episode, I don't know what episode it was, but like the villain makes everybody rhyme or something.
Oh.
That was so hard. It was so hard. I'm like, this doesn't even, it's not in the right pentameter or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? And that was the hardest episode for me to record. I was so I was like, Ezra, it's hard. He's like, I'm sorry, we got to do it. I'm like, all right. Oh, that. And then there was one other episode where she's like yelling the entire episode. Like she's so mad. Like, get lost, little butterfly. That one. That was also vocally stressful because she was just screaming the entire time. But that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, step on up. What's your name and what's your
Oh, I
question?
like your costume.
It's like really hard for me to keep my composure. I love y'all so much. Anyway,
Oh, thank you.
okay, out of all of the characters, who would you most want to have as a roommate and least want to have as a roommate?
Roommate.
Marinette's the best roommate ever. Chloe would be terrible.
Oh, no, that would be awful.
She'd be the worst. She'd be the one that was like, okay, this half is mine, and then like 90% of the apartment, and you're just off in a little corner.
Closet.
Yeah.
I choose the little pig Miraculous. Daisy, that's his name, Daisy? I choose that one because it could give me presents. And also, like, take up so little space. And then Lila or Chloe for sure. Like, don't even step into my room. Or Sabrina. Sorry, but I don't want her in my personal space. Thank you.
All right, hi, step on up. What's your name and your question?
Hi.
I'm Jenna. My question is there any like fun or funny memories between like each other, like voice actors that you recall? Like any good like interactions, I guess.
Oh, I think anytime I hang out with Mela.
We were in Paris, that reminds me, and she went to the catacombs, and I went back to our Airbnb, and there was this mother and her 3 children, and they were desperately trying to speak French to this maintenance guy. And the place that we were at, you had your codes and everything was like a code, like it was on your phone. And so finally, he doesn't understand, so he speaks to me in French, and so I tell them in English, oh, he's trying to say he doesn't know the codes, and she's like, oh my gosh, you speak English? And it turns out her phone had died, and so they didn't remember the code to get back in, and they couldn't call their husband upstairs, because each of the floors were coded for safety, and then I said, well, why don't you come up to my apartment and just charge your phone? And by now I realized, I mean, they were exactly who they said they were, and she was like, thank you so much. So they come in and they're charging their phone, and she's like, well, why are you in Paris? And I said, oh, well, I'm here with my friend, Cristina Vee. We're in a show called Miraculous Ladybug, and we're here for the premiere. And the 3 girls, like, started screaming. And they were like, who do you play? And I was like, well, I'm Tikki, and she's Marinette. And they're like, we're in Paris, and Marinette and Tikki saved the day!
That's adorable.
What are the odds?
Wild. Actually, in another awesome thing that happened in Paris was Drew Ryan Scott had been following me on Instagram for a long time. And he would comment on my posts. I'm like, oh, this guy seems really cool. And then he was finally like, hey, like, I just wanted to properly introduce myself. I'm the singing voice of Cat Noir in the movie. I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm going to be in Paris. Are you going to come to the premiere? I was like, yeah, I am actually. So what ended up happening is, we went to the catacombs. And now he's like one of my, like a great friend. Like, he's amazing. He helped me write a couple songs. He's just awesome. That guy is like the hardest working, kindest person. He's amazing. And so and
Like everything
we
you
went to
see online
Paris.
squared. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
and he's so talented.
What a great crew.
Yeah.
I hope we get to tour Asia together.
That would be
Still working on that.
amazing. Can we sing our song?
Manifest it.
Heck
Put
yeah.
it out there. Hi, step on up. What's your name and your question?
Hi, my name is Mars. What was your favorite episode to record for?
Favorite episode? I have 2. I like Cat Blanc. And the Christmas special. I love that one.
I do like the Christmas special. I didn't sing in it.
I know.
But now we're even. Like
Now we're even.
too soon.
That's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
I loved the Origins episode.
Oh, that one was fun too.
Yeah.
The juicy episodes. Like the one with the
What about the last one from the last
oh
season?
my God, that
where-
was wild.
I
was
mean, we
insane.
don't get to see the scripts until we get in there sometimes. And so I was like, now I am small. Now I am big. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to
right.
give anything away if you haven't watched it, but it's a lot. Anybody ready for the special that's coming out soon? Yeah? Apparently, yeah. We have
I was like, did you record for it?
You did too, you forgot.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
We have a special coming out.
In my ear.
It's like a mini movie.
What?
In that? Yeah. What is it? Hey, girl.
I don't remember. It's not Shadybug, right? Shadybug and Claw Noir?
No.
No?
Another one.
What?
We have another one.
We do?
Yeah. This is how we talk now. You know. It's a great question. Thank you, Mars.
Thank you. I'm so lost.
All right. Hi. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Kendra. First of all, I love you guys, and you both are so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Second, one of my friends wanted to know, Christina, how did
Yes.
you approach the character of Veronica and her singing style, and how did it differ from your other characters?
Oh, Veronica, that one, I was really surprised by her. She's very different from other characters I voiced. And when I first sang the song in the session, I kind of did it in my usual style. But then Sam and Vivian asked me to do it more kind of like that, more like a looser Billie Eilish kind of, like not enunciating everything perfectly, less musical theatery. And we did a couple passes that way. And then that's how we got my #1 hit single, Vacay to Bone Town. Sorry, children. Thank you.
All right. Hi. What's your name?
Hi.
My name is Sunny.
Okay, what's your question?
Hi.
What's your question?
How did you do Tikki spots on?
How do I do it? Well, first you have to call on Tikki. I break your microphone. And then you feel it in your stomach and you just yell, Tikki, spots on!
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladybug.
Oh, look at Ladybug. Hi.
Hi, Ladybug.
Go ahead, step on up, and you can squeeze the handle and pull it down toward you. There you go. And what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Ariana, and what did you pick? Did you pick Adrian or Luca?
Did I pick? Look at the time. Okay. I was a very firm Luca Net shipper back in a few years ago, but I don't know. I think her and Adrian are endgame. But I think she should date a little bit and not get married until she's 35. Thank you.
All right, hi. You can bring that mic back up. Just go ahead and squeeze on the mic stand there and pull it up toward you. There you go. All right, what's your name and what's your question?
The name is Miles, and the question is to Cristina.
Yes.
Outside of voice acting, what are some of your hobbies or interests that fans might be surprised to learn about?
Hobbies and interests? Well, I like going to haunted houses. I like exploring cemeteries. And I like going ghost hunting, and I wish I were joking. But I'm not.
She went to the catacombs, and I went to save the day.
Yeah.
In Paris.
I'm very into like scary, spooky stuff. Not like gory. I don't like gore, but I like the mystery of like ghosts and that kind of thing. What else do I like? I'm really good at Pokemon Unite. The 10-year-olds stand no chance against me. I dominate with my little Cramorant. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have time for is ghosts and Pokemon Unite, and yeah. Thank you.
Just to touch up based off that, have you ever had any paranormal experiences?
Yeah,
Really?
so many.
Any stories that you want to share? Or?
Oh, a scary story?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share this one because there is a third party involved. His name, do you guys know Griffin Burns? So during the pandemic, Griffin was like, hey, I was trying to move. He's like, hey, there's a house down the street from me. Do you want to go check it out together, see if you like it? I'm like, yeah. So we went to the house, and it was completely empty. It was huge. And he hated it. He was like, oh, I don't like the vibe here. I'm like, I think it's awesome. And then we walk into every room just looking. And then we go into the bathroom, the last bathroom. He opens the shower curtain, and he just freezes like this. And then he's like, Cristina, we have to go. I'm like, why? He's like, we have to go right now. And he like runs out of the house. He's like, as soon as I opened that shower curtain, something grabbed my hand and I felt cold air on my ear. Wow. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. He's like, no. No. And so we went to that website, whodiedhere.com. And the person who lived there previously was an elderly woman, and she died in the bathroom. Yes. And so I put in an offer. I did, but someone else beat me.
Oh my goodness.
Such a shame for those of us that like to have dinner at your place.
What about you, Mela? Do you
so
believe
many.
in any of those scary things?
My grandmother both my grandmothers are empathic. I've always been connected to the place between here and there. I had a bad car accident in 2014, and I was spinning for a long time after the car hit me. But I realized I was spinning wherever I was. And when I finally stopped spinning, I was just floating for I don't know how long. But I was in this, what I call the gray, just floating. And I didn't have any pain or worry or anything. But someone leaned in and said, "If you don't breathe, you'll die." And I remember how quick the decision was to come back. And I took a deep breath, and I opened my eyes, and Mike, the fireman, was holding me, and they were cutting me out of the car. And I felt more pain than I've ever felt in my life. Wow. But I was kind of lost in the gray, and it just wasn't my time. But I've always felt, and I know our ancestors, ancients, angels, and others are there. It's not always up to us. There's people conspiring in your favor.
I love that. I didn't realize I was like only a year, and then you were in New Zealand with me? Oh, yes. That is, oh my God, that's amazing.
Welcome to my afterlife.
Wow. I love that.
It was written in the stars.
I can share another ghost story.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty scary at the end. So I'd moved into a new home. Oh yeah. And it was October, which is the month, guys, for scary stuff. And I have so many of these stories, but this one's funny. And I was in bed, and it was like 3 a.m., you know, the witching hour, and I wake up because I hear like somebody's like on my floor, and I live alone. And I was like, oh my God, it must be the cats. And there's just like people like footsteps
Cats in
up
combat
my
boots
stairs.
every time.
Yeah.
Right?
And I just hear like this creaking. And I try to ignore it, but my heart rate is pounding. And then I hear a thud and a crash. And I like froze. I'm like, it's the cats. So I'm like, okay, here's one cat. Here's the other cat. I was like, then who is out there? So I like, there's like 911 recording of me saying, like, please, I'm so scared. I think there's somebody in my house. I live alone. I was terrified. So the cops were there in like 5 minutes, and they came in with like their rifles, and they did the whole like, clear, you know? And we found like the noise. One of these like grates had fallen down from a ceiling for some random reason. It hasn't happened since. But the scariest part of the story is I get a text from an officer. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, yes! Yes! I'm like, sir, you had a rifle in your hand when I met you. Like, this is not a meet cute. This is not a meet cute. And that wasn't the only time he texted. Anyways.
Wow. That's against protocol, sir.
Did you go out with him?
Sir, so we actually, I'm just kidding. No, I did not. I did not.
Halloween Horror Nights together.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, hey, step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name's Noemi. I'm a big fan. So my question to you guys, obviously you guys can't spoil anything you've already recorded so far, but
yes.
What is your like headcanon? What do you want the reveal to be like? Because we haven't gotten it yet. What do you want it to be like?
Oh. I like the movie so much. I like the movie. That was really cute.
Being with 5,000 people in Paris screaming at that moment in the movie was pretty special.
That was amazing. I know, like, whatever happens is going to have to top that. Yeah. I have no idea. Like, my knowledge of the show is done. Like, everything they told me would happen already happened, and they're like, we're adding a couple more seasons. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen. No clue. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I love your hair.
All right. Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Ladybug.
Harper.
Harper. Nice to meet you.
And what's your question, Harper?
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, that is a very good question. But if you see right here, this guy's been my favorite. He's Bulbasaur.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite? High five. Oh, thank you very much for that question. Do you have a favorite Pokemon, Mela?
Well, it's just yours.
Riolu?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Hi.
All right. You can go ahead and squeeze the mic stand and pull it back up so you can adjust it there. Yep. With your left hand, just go ahead and give it a squeeze. Or right hand now. There you go. Just squeeze it with your right hand.
The bottom
Your
part.
right hand.
The bottom, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. All right. Hi. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Coco. I'm a huge fan
Thank you.
And when Weena Wooge fights on with Ladybug,
Yes.
how in that episode
Rena Rouge and Ladybug.
was appeal?
The first appearance?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I like Weena Wooge. I like her little illusion trick.
Yeah. She's so cool. Both
I love that. Rena Rouge, this question is super good because, I mean, I love that they kept bringing in all of these great characters. I think it's one of the reasons Miraculous Ladybug works so much. Obviously, Marinette's the best. But Rena is definitely.
Yeah, I love the Fox
Yeah.
Miraculous. Even on Lila, it looks so cool.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Weena Wooge is my second favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Good as Tikki. And
Aw.
my favorite is her. Ladybug.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
All right, we have 2 more people left in line, and hopefully we can get to both of them. So go ahead and ask your question.
All right,
Hello.
I'm back again. So this is just for Cristina. What
Yes.
was one of your favorite moments voicing Killua?
Oh, voicing Killua. Favorite moments? It's kind of a blur to me. But I do love when he finally pulls the needle. Sorry if the spoilers. And realize he's been mind controlled by his brother.
I saw it on Tsunami 10 years ago. I'm good.
Was it 10 years ago?
Thanks.
I don't think. No.
Someone do the math. It was
It was 20. It was the same year I got Lady. It was 2016.
almost.
No, we're not there yet. Okay, not yet. 8 years.
I for real thought it was 2014.
Oh, that's right. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Time. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love him so much.
All right.
I'm like yelling at people now. I'm sorry.
All right, now.
No. No.
All right, hi. Go ahead and step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Derek.
Hi.
Yeah, we met before in North Carolina.
Oh, good to see you at Raleigh.
Yep.
Awesome. Is that far from here?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. 6 hours. Okay.
Well, let me just say, I listened to all of your cover songs, and one of them brought me to tears. The Never Enough cover.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Yes.
Thanks,
and,
guys.
I wouldn't stop listening to Wait For Me from Hadestown. I mean, that was
Aw.
so beautiful.
Thank you.
My question is, what can we expect from season 6 of Miraculous Ladybug?
That's a good question.
You're allowed to
It's a
talk
good
about.
question.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
We don't even know if we're in it. They announced the end of Ladybug, and we were like, really?
What?
I mean, you have all the heroes now permanently heroes. I mean, I want to see all of them in action together.
I know. I want to see a reveal. I want to see. This is just what I want. What else? I want to see Lila become Eve, the ultimate bad guy. I think that'll be really exciting. And I want to see how they're gonna handle like Adrian finding out what happened to.
His father.
Yeah. I want to see all this.
Well, if
Some juicy
Adrian gets a
stuff.
twin, I was always thinking Marinette should get a twin. Then we could solve the Adrianette Lucanette problem.
Oh, hey.
One for each, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm the biggest fan of Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I even drew my very own Miraculous hero.
Wow.
What's her name?
His name is Sebastian. He's a Brazilian orphan who has memory loss.
Wow.
Yet, he washed up in Paris, and his only memory is that he has a Miraculous. Yeah, it's the Miraculous of the shark, which
Wow.
consists of acceleration.
I love that.
Yeah, like
That's so
enhanced
cool.
Strength, speed, and agility. You know, kind of like sharks, they go frenzy when they smell blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up and researched that each of the Miraculous represents like a symbolism, or you know, like black cats are bad luck, ladybugs good luck, fox is known to be cunning and trickery.
That makes sense.
I've looked up sharks, and acceleration is the best I could come up with.
That's so cool.
Yep. I have a drawing, but it's kind of a last-minute drawing, so forgive me if it kind of sucks.
Oh, we look forward to seeing it at the table. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And, if you didn't get an opportunity to ask your question during this panel, you could visit them at their tables all weekend long.
Yeah.
Now, is there a limit of how many Miraculouses there are, or are they going to add more on? Do we know, or can they?
What did you call me?
I mean, like Kwamis. You know what I mean?
We so spicy today.
I like it.
I'm a spicy Latina, as I've been called. Never mind. That's a different channel. Well, wait. So on that, they have added just like in one of the specials, Shanghai specials, like here's a whole new different set of magical creatures.
Right.
So I think that they could keep adding more Kwamis.
I'm looking for like a Disney Junior vibe, like the whole Kwame episodes. Like, why don't we have like, what we're doing when you guys are at school?
What they do and
right?
yeah, exactly.
Please write your publisher.
There you go. All right. Well, we have a few minutes left here. So, really quickly, where can people, if they don't already know, follow you on social media? And then, what can we look forward to seeing from you, not only in voice acting, but in your music?
You'll find me on Instagram and TikTok. Not on Twitter.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. But I'm there, and also on Spotify, Cristina Vee. YouTube, Cristina Vee Music. Yeah.
The Mela Lee on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I think I'm still on X, but I haven't posted in months. Yeah. I mean, there's only so many ways you should be able to get in touch with us. I mean, eventually, if you can't find us at a convention or somewhere in one of the 18 million platforms, right?
Yeah.
Music, I have been recording at the Village Recorders in Los Angeles. I have a new vinyl coming out in the fall. There'll be singles in June, July, and August, and one of them's Hollywood Nights.
Yes.
Another single I wrote called French Riviera,
Ooh.
based on when we were in the French Riviera. But yeah, trying to get some friends to come in and do some background vocals on Hollywood Nights.
Hey, I'm available.
There you go. And then I hope that we can see some more collaborations with you both, either doing more covers or even original music. That would be wonderful.
I'm working on the holiday. You guys talk amongst yourself. Doing the holiday EP in June. We should do a couple songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
You guys want that? Do you want to hear that?
Woo!
Awesome. All right, so we got a minute, 30 seconds left. Is there anything, any advice you can give to aspiring voice actors? Any tips or tidbits that you can leave them with? Any advice or just kind words to end on?
Do you have kind words? I'm out of kind words.
I would like to thank.
Shoot, I packed that in the carry-on, but.
Thank you guys very much for all your support all this time. And I think the awesome thing about this show is like the longer it's been on, the deeper like the fandom gets and the deeper the lore. And it's just become, it's awesome. It's been an incredible ride. So thank you guys very much. It's really like without you guys, it would not be the same.
Yeah, and as far as voice actors go, it is acting. So, take acting classes, get comfortable with yourself, and the math of the universe is perfect, and it has given you a life with heartbreaks and inspirations and all of the things, people that have loved you the most, hurt you the most, inspired you the most. That's what makes you you.
That's
And
why I
make
love
sure you
Mela.
bring that to your characters. You don't want to erase yourself in your acting. You want to become more of yourself in your acting, because that's where we get to see your point of view. We get to see a way of expressing a character that only you can. There were a lot of people that read for Marinette, but Cristina brought Cristina to Marinette, and that's why it resonates so much. And there is a hero out there for you guys to play.
Awesome. And on that, thank you so much for spending the afternoon with
Thank
us.
you.
Please, one more big round of applause for Cristina Vee and Mela Lee. Make sure you visit them down at their tables. They'll be here for the rest of the weekend, and we hope you enjoy your rest of your time here
Thank
at
you.
GalaxyCon Richmond.
Oh, just one little note. My carry-on is not here, but I will have it tomorrow. So, I mean, I usually don't want to tell people like, hey, don't come see me. But tomorrow I will have my full array of prints. And today I'll have like one or two. So up to you, but I'll be here all weekend. Thank you.